On January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. His return to office has been met with both excitement and skepticism, as many await the implementation of his promises and policies. One of his first acts as president was to sign a series of executive orders aimed at addressing issues ranging from national security to immigration, economic stability, and foreign policy. These executive actions highlight his ongoing commitment to the ideas that defined his previous term, including the protection of American interests and a strong stance against illegal immigration. This video will explore the major executive orders signed by President Trump following his inauguration, analyzing their potential implications on both domestic and international fronts. From issues regarding the southern border crisis to the reshaping of U.S. foreign policy, President Trump's actions reflect a determination to reshape the nation in accordance with his political vision. One of the most notable aspects of President Trump's first few days in office has been his focus on national security, particularly related to the southern border. The president signed multiple executive orders that deal with what he refers to as an invasion at the U.S.-Mexico border. This language echoes Trump's rhetoric from his previous administration, in which he consistently warned of the dangers posed by illegal immigration. Trump's executive order calling for a proclamation guaranteeing the state's protection against invasion is aimed at securing the U.S. border. The order invokes various executive powers to address the ongoing crisis, reflecting the administration's belief that the current situation at the southern border constitutes an urgent national security issue. The president also signed an order realigning the United States refugee admission program to better reflect American principles and American interests. This measure is likely to reduce the number of refugees and immigrants entering the U.S., as Trump seeks to protect the nation's borders and prioritize citizens' needs over those of foreign nationals. A significant part of Trump's border-focused agenda is his executive order designating foreign terrorist organizations and criminal cartels as terrorist organizations. This designation is intended to enhance the ability of U.S. law enforcement agencies to combat transnational criminal organizations and terrorist threats. It is a direct response to the perceived danger posed by organized crime syndicates, including drug cartels, that are believed to be fueling violence along the southern border. Another key measure is the executive order titled Protecting the American People Against Invasion. This order outlines the administration's plan to address the unprecedented admission of illegal aliens across the southern border. The order also calls for a national emergency declaration, which would give the president additional powers to secure the border and address immigration in a more comprehensive manner. One of the most controversial aspects of Trump's first executive orders is the re-examination of birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment. The president has long criticized birthright citizenship, arguing that children born on U.S. soil to undocumented immigrants should not automatically receive citizenship. The executive order signed by Trump in January 2025 aims to redefine the scope of birthright citizenship and address concerns about anchor babies used to exploit immigration laws. This order has already sparked legal challenges, as critics argue that it could undermine the protections guaranteed by the 14th Amendment. The controversy surrounding this executive order reflects the broader debate over immigration reform and the role of the federal government in shaping policies that determine who can enter and remain in the country. In addition to the focus on birthright citizenship, President Trump has signed various orders that relate to deportations and the treatment of illegal immigrants. This includes aggressive action to deport individuals who have entered the U.S. illegally or overstayed their visas. There have already been reports of deportations, such as the case of a Haitian man who expressed frustration at President Trump's policies, stating that former President Obama had done more for him.
I'm not going back to Haiti. So, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
This reflects the tension and division that exists within the immigrant community, particularly among those who are uncertain about their future under Trump's administration. Another area where Trump has made significant moves is energy policy. One of his first actions in office was an executive order aimed at unleashing Alaska's potential as an energy reservoir for the entire nation. This order outlines a plan to increase domestic energy production by tapping into Alaska's vast natural resources. The goal is to reduce the U.S.'s reliance on foreign oil and gas, making the country more energy independent. This is in line with Trump's America First energy policy, which seeks to prioritize U.S. interests in the global energy market. Furthermore, Trump has focused on holding former government officials accountable for the unlawful disclosure of sensitive information. This action aligns with his broader stance on national security and government transparency, reinforcing his belief in protecting classified materials and holding individuals responsible for leaks that could jeopardize national security. In the realm of international relations, President Trump has taken swift action to withdraw from the World Health Organization. This executive order reflects his administration's skepticism toward international organizations, especially those that he believes undermine U.S. sovereignty. The decision to pull the U.S. out of the WHO comes amid ongoing global challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic, and signals a preference for more nationalist approaches to public health. Additionally, Trump has signed an executive order aimed at protecting women from radical gender ideologies. This order seems to be a direct response to the growing influence of progressive gender politics, which Trump and many conservatives see as threatening traditional gender roles. The order aims to safeguard women's rights in the context of policies related to gender identity, particularly in areas like sports, healthcare, and public accommodations. While these actions have been praised by Trump's supporters, they have also drawn criticism from his political opponents. Critics argue that many of his executive orders undermine civil rights, exacerbate tensions with foreign allies, and further divide the nation. For example, the decision to designate cartels as foreign terrorist organizations and the crackdown on illegal immigration have been contentious, with opponents arguing that these measures contribute to the criminalization of immigrant communities and exacerbate humanitarian crises. The world is watching as President Trump implements his vision for America. His approach to foreign relations, including his stance on global health organizations and his broader foreign policy, will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications. Trump's decision to focus on border security, national sovereignty, and energy independence marks a return to the core principles of his first term, albeit with an intensified sense of urgency. President Donald Trump's second term, often referred to as Trump 2.0, promises to bring sweeping changes to the United States and the world. His executive actions thus far demonstrate a commitment to his base and a desire to protect American interests at all costs. From border security and immigration reform to energy independence and international relations, Trump's policies reflect his America First ideology and his willingness to challenge the status quo. As his presidency unfolds, it remains to be seen how these executive orders will play out in the courts, in Congress, and on the global stage. However, one thing is clear. President Trump is determined to fulfill the promises he made to his supporters, even if it means facing significant opposition along the way. Whether or not he succeeds in achieving all of his goals, his presidency will certainly leave a lasting impact on the nation and the world.